we are working on a pretty cool one. I'll show you the one that I have shown you so far because I'm actually putting it together on the side so that it looks a lot nicer when I'm done with it. I think it's this one, and I need to clean up my projects. So this is kind of for Bandy, and since you've never been here before, I wanted to go ahead and let you know this is kind of what we typically work on. Um, the level streaming was a side thing that was specifically requested. Um, See, that's what I'm worried about, Katatis, is there are other RPG templates on the market, and I know that they all are really, really good. So I need to make sure that mine is going to be up to par. Because no one's going to buy it if no one thinks it's good. And I am absolutely worried about that because I am not an artist. Yeah, I don't really talk about it much. Yeah, you literally will be the judge of that. Okay, so this is our project. Keep in mind, this is the broken one. This is the one that a lot of the widgets are wrong. Ignore that. So we have it set up to where you can actually choose a race and class. You can randomize your race and class. You finalize. Come in here. Got these our lovely character stats that actually do work. Don't remember what that's from, but it's really irritating. Um, we have it set up. You can level up by pressing T, I think. Yeah. So we keep leveling up. We actually have extra. It gives you extra stat points. We do have skill points in here, but they're not currently set up with that specific thing. We have a save and load menu. We have a main menu. Oops. Then we come over here, and all of these things are highlightable. Um, I know. I want to respect people. You know, unless they give me permission to use their name, I typically use their username. So hi, Carl. Then if you run in here, we actually have a cool event dispatcher thing set up where if you hit this, it kind of slams you in, and you've got a boss fight, and the guy's way bigger than you. Then you do this, and it kills him. We have it set up on a D20 rolling system for attack rolls, and a line trace that sits out in front of you. So you actually shoots out a line trace, checks to see if it hits something, and if it does hit something, then it goes, okay, roll a d20 and see if you beat whatever it is as AC. If you did, then hit it and do damage. If not, well, screw off, you didn't do anything worth a while. Which is normal for me. But yeah, that's kind of this project. I am working on the actual one that's going to be submitted to the marketplace. I am doing that on the side so that I am not bothering you guys with my repetitiousness because I'm actually doing everything over again from scratch, making sure that it is clean and organized and well documented and all that good stuff. Uh, yeah. So, cut this functionality. Yeah, widgets are weird. I'm still really trying to work hard on making widgets actually work the way I want them to. Um, and maintaining like screen space and stuff like that because I'm really bad about screen space management. Um, what was that a down facing pawn sensing thing? Yeah, this was a oh that's what this is. Yeah, this is the I was doing a example for somebody with a pawn sensing thing. That's why it was doing the print string. Oh yeah, also you can die. You can use energy up, or you used to be able to use energy up. Apparently, I unhooked that at some point. You get shields, all kinds of cool stuff. Oh, and look, there are errors. Great. Luckily, this isn't going to be the main thing, so I'm not too worried about it. Okay, so are there any other questions I wanted to go ahead and ask before we call it an evening? Because we actually got a decent bit done today with the level streaming. It was a little weird, but only so much you can do. Uh, Networking today? Probably not. I mean, if you have a question, I might be able to answer a question, but um, that like setting up a full networking thing, I'm not prepared for today. However, next week we could do networking. Could get back to that four-player thing that I was working on that kind of ended up being a tragedy. I've got some ideas for how to properly set it up now. All right, later, Carl. It was good to see you. Thank you for stopping by. You are more than welcome to come by anytime. Uh, you might have forgot, but I was one on. Yeah, yeah, no, I know. You actually helped me out quite a bit. I was using some of the things that you had helped me on for. Oh, the RPG system. Um, Probably not. I'm more intending this to be a single player RPG template as opposed to a multiplayer MMO type RPG template. I'm more thinking like um, Icewind Dale ish, or like not necessarily a networked version, but more. What's the word I'm looking for? Like a single player story driven RPG experience is kind of what I'm anticipating for this, and that way it's not being bogged down with networking stuff, whereas other people like because there are other templates on the marketplace that have networking, that have all these capabilities, but maybe not every game needs that. Not every RPG is made to be networking, and I don't want to bog this one down, whereas I'm mostly focusing on the character and on character stats, abilities, um, giving people talent points, giving people skill points, um, making sure that the level up progression system, the energy system, health system, shields, armor, that kind of stuff is all set. I mean, I'll show you what I've done so far. It's a little bit cleaner than this one, just so you know. A lot cleaner than this one actually. So far, not much has been done, but okay. So we've got the basics of our generic race and class selection type thing. Um, I actually set up this interface. I redid the interface, and each one looks the same. It goes from D2 to percentile dice, and basically what it does is it gets the number of dice rolls, your stat mod, and whether or not you want to use that stat modifier. It clears out this array of dice, sets the total back to zero, resizes it to the number of dice that you're rolling, goes through a for loop, checks. It does a random integer in the range of the dice, so like 1 to 2 or 1 to 4 or 1 to 6, blah 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 blah. You set that to rand chosen. Rand chosen adds to the original total. Um, Most do, and Divinity Original Sin is actually my favorite isometric RPG I have ever played. So, great example. Um, I think everything eventually should be networked, but I think that should be more the onus of the developer themselves as opposed to people performing specific sets for sale on the marketplace. Like if you're specifically selling a networked thing, then great. Like the I think I can't remember. There's a couple networked examples, and they're specific to networking. But if you're not selling the specific networking stuff, then you should probably forego that unless it has some significance to what you're selling. In my case, no one else is really going to need to see your stats. That's only going to really affect you. So networking that doesn't really make much sense, if that makes sense. Networking like health loss or something could, but in general, like your stats are yours. They don't really need to be seen by everybody else. But yeah, so as you can see, I've cleaned this up quite a bit in the die rolls kind of stuff, and that is really nice. And then you come into the RPG system, and all I've gotten done so far is the stat increase and decrease, which I found out I was doing in a really stupid way. Um, instead of doing it the way I was, I've literally just got it going, oh, okay. Is it greater than or equal to the max stat? Do we have more than 0 points in the stat pool? Yeah? Add to it, subtract from that, add to that, go. And then stat decrease is the exact opposite. So, uh, let's see. Yeah, it's like the engine does a lot for people. Networking is still kind of a sore spot, and it's still kind of something that requires a lot of work on everyone's end. But at the same time, is a lot of it is done behind the scenes. Um, but yeah, so that's kind of where we're at right now. I've been setting up. Do I have? No, I haven't set up the widget yet for it. Have I? Yes, I have been working on the widget. Okay, so if we go to the stat sheet, and there is nothing. Never mind, I haven't actually put any work in on the widgets yet. Thought I had, but apparently not. Yeah. So, all the things I'm planning, and you guys feel free to suggest things. If you want to suggest them on my Twitter, you are more than welcome to. Things that you would like to see in a RPG template, please let me know. I would love, love, love to get some feedback. Um, so, things I'm planning. HUD, main menu, save menu, stats. I've already got health, XP levels, level ups. Eventually, talent trees are something that I'm looking into. Not sure about yet. Um, I am going to be doing, most likely, I will try to set up some form of inventory, which I think every RPG pretty much has an inventory, except maybe like Shadows of Mordor or something like that. Um, let's see. We're going to be setting up the save states. We're going to be setting up the general game mode. Of course, a sample level to show all this off. We're going to be showing losing health, gaining health. Armor class is going to be something that I put in here. I'm probably going to put in a shields system as well. Um, that way people can choose between the two. And I had a couple other ideas, but I completely spaced and forgot what else I was planning. I'm gonna have to look again at it. But yeah, so if you have suggestions for that, that is our RPG system that I've been putting together for quite a while now. That still needs some love, needs some extra time and attention, and that's kind of what I'm doing in my off time when I'm not at work or streaming or D&D or crying into my pillow because I stress myself out too much. That's not actually a thing, but I felt like saying it. um, saying weird things, that's my thing. But yeah, so that's about it. I've got nothing else. So we will probably be back Monday, unless Windows decides to start another update on me, and then I will see. But that's kind of Monday seems to work really well for people. I think that's probably going to be our new day from now on until after November, when I can determine if I can do 2 days a week again. Um, in the meantime, we've actually got some really cool stuff going on at Epic, and I wanted to go ahead and promote it on stream so that anyone watching this has no excuse to say they did not know. If you go to the marketplace section, there are two new posts. Well, there's technically three. One is the essentials, which is things that yeah, exactly, Crier. So one is the essentials promotion, which is there. We couldn't fit everything. First off, I'm sorry for those who didn't get put into the promotion, but we could only fit so much. But we went through the marketplace and found things that are what we consider the if you're going to buy anything from the marketplace and you have no idea where you're going to start, buy these things. They are things like Super Grid for white boxing, the Anna movement set by Kubold, great movement sets, stuff like that, where they can help a lot of different people, and you can get a lot in it.